Hey guys and gals, what's crack-a-lackin'? Spicy here. Welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. We're going to go on a little fishing adventure today. Got my truck here, but we ain't got a boat. Alright, so now I have a boat. Got this loaded up. We'll be going to Lake Erlin here in South Arkansas. I have not been to this lake fishing. Me and wife went to look at a couple campground sites. But the campground sites there on Lake Erlin are kind of like primitive campgrounds. You go with a tent, throw your fire out, and camp. But I've never been in the water fishing. It's a pretty big lake, bigger than Lake Columbia, the lake that I fished at before. So we're going to give this a shot. Got my poles loaded up. Got one spinning reel, and yes, I had a couple comments. I am fishing with two. They called it push button rod and reel combos or spin casters. As right now, that's all I can afford. Spend all my savings on the old boat here, so push button right now. Hey, but it catches fish. That's all I'm worried about. Got a couple baits I'm gonna try out. Got a little kind of like a Ned rig from Allen Outdoors. I'm gonna give that a shot, try it out. Got some crankbaits, got some worms, and we're gonna give it a shot. So I'm gonna get the rest of my stuff loaded up, get all my camera stuff loaded up, and we're gonna be headed out to the lake. Gonna be fishing a little bit earlier than what I wanted to because around 5 o'clock we got a lot of rain coming in, and me and rain in this boat I don't think it's gonna do pretty good. So we're going a little bit earlier, but I believe we'll be all right. So y'all come along and join me on this little fishing adventure. Yeah, no. It didn't. This fishing trip did not turn out the way I wanted it to. It was like 90 degrees outside, and I thought it was a good idea to get my fat butt in this lake with the wind blowing, trying to paddle down the lake upwind. My goal was to paddle upwind and let the wind carry me back to the boat ramp. So I paddled about 300 yards down the lake. And by the time I got to where I wanted to go, I was done. I was drenched in sweat. I was actually done. I was done for the day. But I was like, well, I'm out here, might as well do a little bit of fishing. First things first, I did catch a couple fish. The first fish I caught was a little striper, little bar fish. Here's that right here. Got him. Fish on. Ah. Well, little striper. Alright. I wonder if that's what's doing all this running and chasing. Nice little striper. People call them barfish. So that was my first fish to catch. Really wasn't that bad. I really like catching those little stripers. They put up a really good fight to be such a small little fish. Especially when you're fishing them, you know, throwing a little beetle spin or something. That's what I grew up doing, going out to the lakes and catching these little stripers just for fun, catch and release. But to make a very long, boring video short, I'm just going to tell you that in the boat, that was the only fish that I caught. I told y'all that it was going to start. The rain was coming. I knew it was going to rain, but I didn't know it was going to come quite so early. And in this next clip, you will see I had no idea. And if you pay attention to the background, you see it. You see it start to come towards me. And I get caught in the middle of it. Now, on my camera that I had in the boat, I had an umbrella on top of it, just in case it did start sprinkling or anything. My camera wouldn't get wet. Well, the wind found that. The wind found it. And almost took it into the water. yeah, my heart sank. I seen $300 hitting the water, but it didn't. Made it good. Got it down. took the camera off the stand. Took the umbrella off the stand and put everything up underneath the umbrella at the bottom of the boat. And I paddled my fat butt all the way back to the bank. I was only about 100 yards away, so I didn't get too wet. But once I got to the bank, I was able to get my boat loaded up in the truck. There was somebody there that was actually coming down the lake, trying to beat the rain in. He helped me put the boat in the truck, and everything was good. But whenever I got everything loaded up and got everything in the truck, the rain kind of stopped. So I was like, well, I'm here, got my baits on, so I might as well do a little fishing from the bank. And I did land a bass. So let's take a look at that little bass. Alright, so my last bait to try is the Slim Shake by Guggen Baits. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to throw it out here along these structures and stuff. The wind has done picked up. The rain has done passed. We're going to give this a shot and see what happens. Oh, got him. Got him. Oh, got him. That's fish on, boys. That's fish on. Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on. On the push button. On the push button. Alrighty. He had a little pull to him. There we go. There we go. That is all right there. Let me turn y'all around. There we go. Hooked in the side of the mouth. Lost my worm, so I gotta go get another one. Alright. Alright, time to put him back. And there he swims. So there you go. I didn't get completely skunked on this fishing trip, but I did learn some new things, and I will leave you with this ending clip down at the boat ramp where I was fishing. Alright guys and gals, well, that is the fishing trip. Didn't do as good as I thought I was going to do. The rain come in a little bit earlier than what I wanted, and we can see, you can actually see right back there, that rain is moving this way. But the rain earlier ago caught me by surprise. Okay, so let's wrap up what I've learned on my fishing trip. I need to figure out some way to make my seat more towards the middle of the boat. Paddling the boat in the back did not work for me. I paddle on this side and the boat would just go that way. I paddled the boat on the other side, the boat would turn this way. But I got into the front of the boat and was paddling and it was going just fine. I think that's because my front end was up high when I was paddling in the back. Anyways, what I've learned is before I come back into the lake, I've got to get this boat registered and get a trolling motor, because that was way too much work, way too much sugar for a dime. But I talked to several different fishermen that was coming in as the rain was coming in, and they said that this lake is really good on white perch fishing, or crappie, whichever one you want to call it. We call it white perch here where I'm at, but crappie fishing, they say it's really good, and catfishing day and night here. So it's got me thinking I do want to do some catfishing videos. This spot that I'm at now, is actually a campground for Lake Erland. It don't have any like power hookups or nothing like that. It's all, you come out here, you can pop up a tent. There's a guy up there, he's got his camper, and of course I imagine he's got a generator. you come out here and camp. So really want to do like an overnight or a weekend here. We'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. But beautiful lake. This is a really big lake. The water looked fantastic. It doesn't have a lot of that lake grass, algae in the bottom and stuff like that. So working jigs and stuff like that would be perfect in this lake. But I cannot do it until I get a trail motor on my boat. It's just too much. It's too much for it. This boat would be great for some bayous, like, you know, stuff like that. But as far as big open body of water, doesn't do too good. But we will get that figured out, and we'll get that worked out for sure. Alright guys and gals, well that's all I got for you today. Just that little fishing. Caught two, what I catch, a bass. I caught a little, that last bass that I caught, and I caught that little striper. Hey, catching fish. I was out here for about 3 hours. I imagine that little storm that come in just kind of really messed up the fishing, but who knows. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up because those things are awesome. It helps me out. And I will see you on the next fishing adventure. Until then, remember, everybody's got a little backwoods in them. I'll catch you later.